Maintenance is recommended monthly by the user and annually by a certified technician. Now, to start off, you're going to walk out to your RV and go to the outside wall, find your water heater housing, and take a look at the caulking around the door housing. You're looking for cracks and peels, anything that's going to basically allow water into the RV. So if you find any of that, remove that caulk and recaulk the unit, and you should be good to go. Now, the next thing you're going to be looking for is that exhaust tube. And the exhaust tube, if you remember, it removes heat, excess heat, and that carbon monoxide. So if that's clogged with insects or bird nests or any dirt and debris from the road, that's going to cause that exhaust not to come out of the RV and back up into it. So make sure that's clear. And you're looking at the louvers here. This is your air intake. That's going to allow that flame to get the oxygen it needs. So again, if there's dirt and debris or any bird nests in there, clean that out, blow it out if you have compressed air, and you should be good. Now, let's go out to my mock-up and take a look inside the water heater, and we'll walk through the rest of the inspections. You're going to be looking for holes and corrosion inside the cover, making sure that the air on the outside of the RV or any exhaust or heat doesn't get through the water heater and inside your RV. And next, you're going to look at the back and do the same thing, only this time you're looking at these inlets for your gas, your cold water and your hot water, making sure the same thing, no holes or corrosion. And finally, you're looking at the integrity of your wiring. Look for nicks and cuts or any shorts in the wiring. For this next inspection, let's remove the cover so you can take a look inside the appliance. Take a look at these highly insulated wires. This is for your ignition, and it takes high voltage to run the igniter, so that's why you have that extra insulation on there. So you're making sure that these wires are not open for sure and shorted against any of the metal, whether it be the firewall or anywhere back all the way to the igniter. The next one is your pressure valve. This pressure valve cannot be leaky or have any corrosion or extra lime that's causing it to leak, so you're looking for excess water underneath it. In order to filter the water going inside your water heater, there is a tiny little screen filter inside this inlet tube. So take off your hose that goes there and reach inside there with a pick or a screwdriver and pull that little filter out. Once you have it out, go ahead and clean all the dirt and debris and calcium that's built up inside there out, or just replace it with a new one and then reinstall it for filter replacement. Our next inspection is looking for freeze leaks. Now that could happen if you get surprised by a winter day or it wasn't winterized properly. What you're looking for is these pipes and anywhere in the appliance where there's water that could be stuck in a tube, and it could burst a tube. Another thing it can do is it can force this water flow sensor to break this screw and push the inlet tube off of there. So you're just looking for burst tubes and that water flow sensor to be forced off of there. For our last inspection, we're going to verify that there's a good blue flame inside the burner. So take a look at the igniter, and you can see that through this window here, and look through there after the water's flowing and the heater is on, and you're going to see a bright blue flame that represents a good ignition and a good flame on the burner that includes the right amount of oxygen.